Welcome to Orderly. As a quick review, you signed up to improve the profitability of your restaurant. And there are two primary ways we help you improve profitability. The first is by tightly managing your food spend. And the second is analyzing ingredient pricing and purchasing for opportunities to save money. So I'm going to run through how to get value from Orderly and suggest best practices on how you should use our service on a daily basis. In the first few weeks, we're learning your restaurant from the invoices you upload and the sales that are entered. This information is critical to providing you value. To expedite this process, if you haven't already, please upload your last 4 weeks of invoices and sales. With a minimum of 4 weeks of data, your dashboard is going to light up. We'll calculate your weekly food costs, and you'll be able to start leveraging the most powerful way to lower your costs. And that's through the budgeting process that I'll talk through in the next couple of slides. Of course, we also provide other value adds like paperless invoice management and the Orderly Restaurant Food Index. But before we jump into controlling food costs, I want to reiterate why this is so important. It's important because even small improvements to your food costs can have a significant impact on your bottom line. This is really where the money is. As you know, the average restaurant runs a 30% food cost and ends up with a 7% net profit. In this example, if you were able to reduce your food cost by 0.5%, you can increase your net profit by 7%. As you can see, even small improvements in your cost of goods sold can make a significant improvement to your bottom line. Let's take a look at how Orderly can help you make these improvements. One of the most effective ways to improve your food costs is to better control what you're spending in the first place. The dashboard is a great way to see your spend in real time. For food and beverages, the week-to-date total is shown in the graph, and the actual dollar amount is here in the table. Your sales are summarized here, and once we have a minimum of 4 consecutive weeks of sales and spend, we'll generate your weekly food costs. This is a great view that clearly shows the week-to-week trend and can help drive decision-making as you need to course correct to hit your monthly food cost target. And the best thing is that you have this information anywhere you go, right from your phone. We'll also email you a weekly report that summarizes last week's food cost, as well as a number of recommendations sent and spend by supplier. Its purpose is just to provide a quick summary of previous week's activity. The top section is last week's food costs compared to the previous week. The middle section is a summary of recommendations sent. The bottom section is a summary of spend both by week as well as year-to-date by supplier. And as you've heard me say a number of times, it's critical that you snap and enter sales so we can give you your food costs. So how can you use Orderly day in and day out to lower your food costs? Well, we recommend you set a weekly spend budget by projecting this week's sales and your target food cost. As an example, you might project doing $15,000 in sales for the week and your target food cost is 30%. That means you won't want to purchase any more than $4,700 of food for that week. The next step is to snap invoices daily. And then finally, watch how your spend builds throughout the week. Having a daily awareness of how you are tracking helps guide decision making to achieve the target. If it looks like you're going to go over for the week, the staff should carefully evaluate their order quantities. They should ask themselves, do I really need to order 2 cases of chicken or can I make it by with 1? Small adjustments like these help the restaurant control spending and meet financial targets. And if you do bust your target, discuss internally with the staff. Look at your top 10 to 15 ingredients by spend. I'll show you where we store your ingredient list later in the presentation. Tightly controlling these ingredients will give you the biggest bang for your buck in lowering your food cost. Let's take a second look at the dashboard, but now focus on the budget functionality. Your budget versus actual spend is shown here. The black bar represents your budget and the red bar represents your spend. In this example, the restaurant has exceeded the budget and the bar has turned red. It will be green as long as the restaurant stays under budget. Your food cost percentage is shown as a black dotted line. Let's take a look at how to set the budget. So on Monday morning, ensure that all invoices and sales have been entered for the previous week. Set your projected sales for the week and adjust your food cost goal if needed. The system will calculate the dollar amount of weekly food spend based on the food cost goal. And of course, don't forget to snap invoices daily. And FYI, you can edit the projected sales or food cost goal at any time, and the weekly spend will adjust automatically. This can be helpful if you find sales are significantly higher than what you projected. Adjust the projected sales for the week and the budget will adjust accordingly. As part of your weekly team meeting, pull up the information to review last week's performance. Review how your sales, spend, and food costs compared to what was projected. Orderly summarizes the list of ingredients that likely had an impact on spend from the previous week, either good or bad. This weekly routine of setting a budget and evaluating how the restaurant performed against budget is a very easy and powerful way to take control of your food costs and have the information at your fingertips to improve the business. One of the other value adds is paperless invoice management. When you snap invoices, we digitize and store them online. You'll see your spend by day, week, and supplier. You'll have access to this from your phone or on the web. We'll also give you a download of invoices summarized by GL code to share with your accountant. The Restaurant Food Index. This is a feature that is unique to Orderly. Because we process tens of thousands of invoice line items every day, we're able to show you your prices compared to the average price paid for hundreds of ingredients. The shaded area represents the average price paid by all restaurants across the country. The dark line represents the average price paid in your region. And of course, the colored line is your actual purchase mapped against the average. So by the second week, we should have a fair amount of historical data in the Orderly system. And with that data, we will comb through your ingredients looking for ways to save you money. We call these recommendations. This is the really cool part. We monitor your account and will send you specific recommendations on how you can save money. Sometimes that means telling your chef to buy full cases versus split cases. Sometimes that means asking your supplier for a better price. Regardless of the recommendation, we try to provide you with actionable information to help you improve your food costs today. And give us feedback. Once you thumbs up or thumbs down the recommendation, a text box will appear where you can type in a message for us. This feedback helps us tailor our recommendations to your preferences. So let's run through a quick summary of all the modules. As we discussed earlier, the dashboard shows your weekly food costs and trends, sales, and weekly spend by supplier. As we saw on the previous slide, we monitor your account and will send you specific ingredient recommendations on how you can save money. They are all listed right here. And one of the most powerful features, set your budget to significantly improve week-to-week control over your food costs. Use this information in your team meeting to help understand how you performed in the previous weeks. This screen provides a complete list of ingredients with drill down capability to access invoice data, price trends, and RFI comparisons. This is where you can drill down into your top ingredients to control costs. Again, this is available from your phone as well. The RFI screen gives you access to all the ingredients that are in our catalog. Click through the categories to see individual ingredient market prices. You'll notice that some ingredients are outlined with a blue square. That means we have linked your purchase to the RFI ingredient. You can export invoice data for analysis and GL code summary. For restaurants that spend a lot of time coding invoices, this can be very helpful because our system codes invoices automatically. Again, this is a download of invoices summarized by GL code to share with your accountant. If you need to give your accountant a monthly shelf value of your inventory, download the inventory sheet and use it as account sheet. It contains the most up-to-date prices for all your ingredients. Just enter the quantity of the ingredient and this spreadsheet will total the shelf value for you.